Welcome in. Alrighty. Hammer time. What's going on? Pork. G-Stacks. Happy 40th birthday, Phil. Not my birthday. Wait. No, you're not turning 40 either. No, no, no. Young Phil. I ain't old Phil. No, no, no. Welcome in though, G-Stacks. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Cool guy, J Biv. Couple more rolling in. Couple more legends. Welcome in. What's up? Hopefully everyone's having a great day so far. A little early in the day, but... Well, what is it now? 1 o'clock? Yeah. So yeah, we're doing what I did. I did this a few... Was it last week or the week before or whatever? I'm going to do a short stream here today. And by short, I mean like really, realistically. I'm going to do about 2.5 hours now. And then go get my daughter from school. And then the schools, they're having a parade. Like a city parade. Right after I pick her up from school. And then make dinner. Get cleaned up and everything. And then we'll be back for Friday night printing. Friday night printing. Good here, cool. Cool guy, Chris. Congrats on the good day going. Wicked ball, yo! Yo. Degenerate, what's up? Hopefully your D2 journey's been going great. Thunder Charm, legendary. Haven't found one of these in a couple seconds. Look at this experience flying over here. Look at it. Did I say I'm 3D printing? No, Friday printing. Friday printing. Also to note, I have the samples for the merch store are on the way. Some people are interested in that, so they get here and I think they're going to be good quality. I think nowadays things are back to normal, and I kind of got really turned off of the whole merch thing when like COVID hit and stuff, and everybody was just like, you know, they were scrambling to find any supplier, and some companies that would supply the t-shirts were just like throwing anything out there, like, get these shirts out the door. So, oh, they should be all good. We'll see. One thing too is I want to be able to tell people like the size, you know. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but depending on the brand I get, like a large is the right size I need, and then some other brand will be extra large, and then like other brands, there's certain brands that'll, like when you wash them and then dry them, they shrink shorter like this, and they don't shrink this way, so it's just like a fat, wide, short shirt, you know. And like I'm 6'3" and not like I'd say I'm in the middle, you know, not fat, not skinny, not super skinny. So 2 streams? Yeah, DMC. I can't stream for like 8 hours. I gotta go pick my daughter from school, and the city's having a parade, and then I'll have to get dinner and everything and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna rock 2, like, I'll do about 2.5 hours now or something, and then I'll do like 3 hours later. Also, we'll be ending up today on this first stream here with a TZ Andy, so that's legendary. Gotham says he doesn't dry shirts that the ones he really likes, so just make sure they don't shrink, guys. Yeah, I'm too lazy to pick through and pick out the, oh, well, this one goes here. Oh, wait, no, I don't dry this one. I hang this one, that, you know, and I'm definitely not hanging everything up. So. Pretty much for me, if I buy a shirt and it ever, like, shrinks funny or something, I never buy shirts from that store ever again. Pretty much is how I go. I never, ever again buy a shirt from there. Like, yeah. A lot of times, too, I buy... What are they even called? They're like quick dry type of shirts, you know? They're like 60% polyester, like 40% cotton, so they don't really shrink. I really like those kind of shirts. This one right here is kind of cotton, but it's a tank top, so it actually did shrink awkwardly, but I bought it. It's like a memento from a vacation, so I just wear it even though it fits funky, kind of funky now. It's like really tart, or really tight under my armpits, kind of, sort of, because the way it shrank, the sleeves. This one actually did what I said. It shrank this way, and the body didn't shrink in it at all, but it was a souvenir from a vacation, so. Chris says his membership didn't renew. Ah, yeah. Sometimes they're set up to not renew. Sometimes people get a new credit card, things like that. So, what's going on, Casper? Welcome in there over on Twitch. Degenerate's been hitting Trav lately. Gross. Get out of chat now. Good old Trav. Jay Yates, I don't remember you saying that. I don't. Yeah, you said you've seen a guy wearing one of my shirts, one of my merch from before at the Smithsonian in Virginia, you said? Huh. That's awesome. I didn't really sell that many shirts, so I wonder if you've seen somebody that, like, is one of the regulars in chat, because there was on it. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, I haven't had merch for like 3 years. It was during COVID when I canceled it because, or maybe like 6 months, or like a year into COVID or whatever. However you want to word it, you know what I'm saying? When there was supply chain issues and whatever. Just the quality was so bad. I was like, I honestly can't have people pay money for this stuff. Like, after I got a few samples and they were like falling apart. They weren't at first. They were sick. I still have some that I wear. I wear a tank top that I got a tank top and a t-shirt the first time I did merch right off the bat. I'm like, these are sick, and I still wear them all the time. But then I got a couple later and I was like, these colors are all messed up, and then I washed them like twice and I'm like, the freaking logo's falling off. Like, what is this? Crazy. But yeah. Scott, let's go. Now printer, this is too early for printer streaming. Printer stream will be the second of the day, so. G-Sex up here a minute ago says the Hork Nation shirt I got fit my belly nice. The print didn't last long, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. I think you were the last, or the person that originally told me that they had a trouble with the thing or whatever, and that's when I was like, oh no, and I was like, no good. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I think I got a that's when I had ordered a couple of shirts for myself from there after you had said something, and then I was like, oh no. So a few months, like a month or two after you told me that is when I got rid of it. Yeah, unfortunate, can't win them all. It was cool for a couple times, right? I'll have to hook you up with one, G-Stack. Oh my gosh, get so far. I'm so sorry, I got real behind on the chat. Talking so long here. Lurking and working. Appreciate ya. 33. Hopefully you have a good work day. Or a good lurk day. It'd be awesome if the dude was in chat at the moment, right? Don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube, by the way. Help a brother out. Jaybird, what's up? Phil, if you were to use a bow on, what your preferred setup? You probably meant to say boazon. I usually only do the boazon, honestly, and it sounds kind of weird, but as a cold bow with I don't really like the physical versions. I used a cold bow, and I only use it in areas that are good for cold builds. Like, that's just... But I don't use it very often either. Just not a big boa person. Sometimes people just don't. There's certain things you just don't like to do or whatever, for some reason. One of those for me. Missed a great opportunity to play the G-Stack song in the video the other day. Oh, I didn't even think about that. No, I wasn't gonna... I should have put a printer in there. Race, just 1 hour till vacation. Hopefully it's the fastest hour of your life. Discovered your YouTube after 20 years of playing D2. Love the content. Backroom guide. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Welcome into stream, by the way. Elroon. G-Sex said he'll never get a new one. I'll get one for the... I mean, I can't make a new one for every single year, right? Once you get to God tier, there is what's above God tier, right? You're already a God tier amount of years of slayership, so you can't be like double God, right? That doesn't make any sense. Double God tier. Oop. There we go. Hit the wrong button 7 times in a row. $60 months, yeah, you know. I'm just gonna make the next badge just something, just like a yellow square, something like that. Fishaholic, I'm definitely not making that the badge. I feel like I'll get in trouble. A 48-month badge, make it the printer. The thing is, G-Stacks hates the printer though, for some reason. I don't know how much of it is a joke or not. He really, he's never said it was a joke before, so I can't imagine why you'd hate a printer, but... Printer stream later. Oh yeah! Printer, yeah, I'm doing a little double take today for the streams. Doing about a 2.5 hour now, then I gotta go pick my daughter from school and that kind of stuff, get dinner ready. There's a parade today from like the town that I live in. Right after I pick my daughter from school and stuff, so I'm gonna do all that stuff. I'll be back on here. The normal Printer Fridays, always 6 to 9. G-Stacks is more of an inkjet kind of guy. Yeah, maybe. Nate, what's going on? Welcome in. Ray City's going on a 7-state motorcycle trip solo. Enjoy. Be safe, of course, especially if you're out there by yourself. G-Stacks said he would have reported my video if I had put a printer in it. Yeah, boy. See how hard he is committed to this bit of hating the printer? He is just all in committed to just hating the printer. I don't know. All into the bit anyways. All in. I'm gonna find Teal's Might at the Printer Friday later. I hope for sure. D-Stacks wants Rap God. You want an M&M badge for your and not the candy? A Marshall Mathers badge. Where's... There he is. I think I've seen an Elite Bro in here. Can't quite find him. Dot matrix kind of fella. Oh my gosh, if I could get a dot matrix printer, a working one, gosh, I bet you a working dot matrix printer nowadays. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Unfortunate. They're probably like really expensive. Also, how would you get it to work on, like, just getting something that's like 2 years old to work on Windows 11 is hard enough. Getting anything to work on Windows 11 is hard enough. Didn't have concentrate on the whole time. Whoopsie. Rush, welcome in. Yo, yo. Office Max PTSD. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're 33. Probably that was his first job. Mine was at a gas station pumping gas for people. D-Stacks is at Office Max. Printer soundbite. I'll say I didn't get it working. I don't recall any of this happening, Trash. I'm sorry. If you sent it to me in Discord, it's probably still in the message that you sent me. I don't really remember though. Man, so many champs everywhere. Look at this. We're looking for. 8. That guy blew up like a champ. So much stuff, even zoomed in, half the stuff doesn't even show on the screen. There's too many items everywhere. Jeez. Fishing Friday, Fishaholic? I mean, that's every day, right? Check UPMs from Discord. I'll have to try to remember that after stream here. Easy Andy at 3. Yeah, I'll be able to do about half of it. My daughter gets out of school at a little before 4, so. Got the little stream right now doing this. We'll be back later for good old Printer Friday, of course. Got them all. Oh, forgot where I was for a second. Ramils, UK, back from work. Sweet Phil stream. Awesome. Welcome in. This is always interesting, you know, having people watch you from around the world. Some people are like, oh man, at work, just got back from lunch. Oh, I'm dragging. And other people are like, just got off a 12-hour shift. Time to go to the bar. And other people are like, I'm drinking my coffee and I have eggs on toast because I live in Australia. Or whatever. Philippines or something. I just woke up. Hammerfell background music's like, so Hammerfell being the Elder Scrolls, one of the Elder Scrolls games. I don't think I ever played that one. That's like, I played Morrowind, or are you just talking is it just music from an area of one of the games or something? I can't remember exactly if there was, I think there was a Daggerfell game, an older one. But yeah, Morrowind, Oblivion, and of course the newer one. Oh no, can't pull the name out of my brain. I don't. Sometimes there's just something super obvious, I just can't remember it. Oh, it's metal. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an area. And then in the games of Elder Scrolls, they name each one of the games is like named after a different area, pretty much, essentially, of the quote-unquote like realm. I'm pretty sure there's a Daggerfell. But yeah, as for actual music from an actual band, like a metal band, I can't play that kind of stuff. I'll get copyright hit. Sweet Phil's channel will be like, "Phew!" Don't forget, y'all on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button for me. Be mega great. 27 likes. Only 1/3 of you on YouTube have hit the like button. I mean, why do you guys hate me? I just don't. I don't know. I'm here every day, try so hard. You just hate me. You won't even hit the like button. You could totally go for one of those pally combats with 44 to life about now, to be honest. Couldn't we all, though, huh? Rush says silent stream. Not dead silent. You got game music. You got the beautiful, soothing sounds of the angelic Sweet Phil's voice, though, too. So, yeah, for these hammer ones, I decided to go ahead and just rock it. No music, you know. No printer, no like button. Unfortunate. You're gonna have to like the stream later then, I guess. No good. Biv's watching Sweet Phil with his tea and crumpets. Good old crumpets. Who doesn't like a good crumpet, am I right? Kind of like a muffin, right? I don't even know. Gotta be some kind of muffin.
I can't carry it.
Roasted raccoon like a legend. I didn't read that fully. But either way, I bet somebody's happy about that. Come on, you bum players. You're paying off today. This is probably like the third or fourth. It's like the third or fourth, probably. I think it's the third time on this Hammerden that I've had the Flayer jungle terrorized here. So pretty much the last 3 days that I streamed. And I mean, with enough density, they're weak enough that you kill them real fast, so you're getting good monster per minute, like kill speed, you know? Could be finding more stuff here, but unfortunately we got Sweet Phil luck, so. No like button, no Tyro's might, says Dave. Well, hopefully that's not how it goes. Let's see. Didn't think he liked playing controllers, says Dave, but they did a good job with the controls. Play on Xbox. The biggest problem is the telly stomping. Doesn't work well. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yep. So I assume things like Hammerden is really tough and annoying. Impossible almost, probably. You need the builds where you just got to get close, huh? Or you can drop bombs. Like, This is the Heavens is probably goated on controller, especially since they're auto-targeting or whatever. Nova's probably not terrible. Oh. Got no BO. Battle orders. Javazon good. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You don't usually teleport a ton on Javazon anyway, so that checks out. Soul Rune. Give me a high rune, man. It's been... I know I don't play 12 hours every day, but like... It's literally been like a month since I found a high rune. I've literally played like 300 hours and haven't found a high rune. It is getting a bit obnoxious, I'm gonna be honest. And I've been using Nova Sorceress on P8, and like the last two times last two characters I used for the last 2 weeks, Nova Sorceress and Hammerden on P8 the whole time. Like, not like I'm using some budget character that barely clearing Eldritch or something. It's bad luck, I guess, you know? Plan after finding Tyrael's roasted raccoon. Do other things, pretty much. Nothing exact. Imagine Hammerden on Switch. Meaning, I mean, would that be like so much different or worse than other consoles, you're saying, or? It's getting full of gold over here. About to gamble for Tyrael's Might again. Dave said he's found like 6 Templars. Yeah, it's no Tyrael's. I am on currently, I've found 11. I found 11 Templars, no Tyrael's so far. So, pretty good luck right there, pretty cool. But, could be worse. I mean, all it means is I have to just play Diablo 2 more. I've heard of worse punishments. You know, worse bad luck, you know? What would you say is the best build for a playthrough? For anybody who would ask what's the best build for a playthrough, I would usually refer to that person to say a paladin. And you usually start off with, well, there's a few different ways you can start it off, but one of the easiest, most basic ways is fire does a lot of damage early on, you know? Do like a fire zealer type of build. Good old Shadowplay. I'll get back down that one real quick. Ooh, 197. I wish this one, not that it's like, oh my god, but if it rolled Ethereal, of course, it has prepared durability there. With that much, you know, being a Shadowplate, Ethereal, it's 2,000, 22, 23, 2,400 it would have on it. Defense, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I got some of those already, but so going with the Fire Aura and then Fire Aura Zeal can be a good way to start, and then you swap into hammers pretty much as soon as you can, because hammers are crazy powerful. Being able to have, I know it's kind of behind me, I guess, but Paladin Shields having the all res on them is insanely powerful, along with hammers that's just insanely powerful. It's annoying to play though, like a little bit when your hammers to be going like this as you're running away, and they're just spinning around. You're hoping they hit something behind you, you know, as you're, you know, trying to kill stuff sometimes. But the hammers are super powerful. So personally, I love Sorceress the most, of course, having teleport on a playthrough. But yeah, make sure no matter what build you use, buy a Telestaff. Throw it out there. Buy a Telestaff for sure. Dave said he played Hammerden on Switch up to 96, wasn't bad. So there's one experience right there. A hardcore grail would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick for somebody else to do. You're right. Yeah. Sure would be. I started playing Dark Souls for the first time, ever gave it a shot. I bought the first Dark Souls, I think, because like maybe the second or third one was out. I'd heard that they were good or whatever. Was it the first one? I don't remember which one I got, but it was okay. Ooh, so 43 res, not perfect, but 4 sockets. It's shocking. Curse shield, kind of good defense. Strength is at 124 up there a little bit, but it's an okay base for you know, Pally Spirit. Hamdan, what's going on? What was I was just in the middle of talking, wasn't I? Got distracted there for a second. Oh yeah, so I gave it a shot. I don't remember how exactly far I got, but I was like 2/3 of the way through it, and I was just like kind of annoyed by it essentially. I kept having this thing happen where I would fight a boss and I would like, I'm dodging the attacks and I'm doing it exactly like how you could, you know, do it to win this. Like, he's not even like hitting me. What's happening? And I would stop playing for like a week, and I would try it like 30 times in a row. And then I would just like die 30, 40 times in a row. Fine, I'm done. And I'd come back like a week later and I'd get on and I would just play one time and I would instantly beat the boss. And I'm like, it's almost like the game would like sense how long it had been since you played and would automatically make the bosses easier so that you would like get back into playing again. I swear to goodness. It happened probably 3 times until I got to a boss and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just never going to play again if it's going to keep doing this. Was it really doing that? I don't know, but I don't know how it was all of a sudden this happened 3 times where there was a boss I couldn't kill or something. And then I would just, like, give up and rage quit, and then, like, a week later, come back, and the very first time I picked up the controller, I would instantly beat the boss. So, I don't know. I just kind of got sick of the game, to be perfectly honest. Karoshi says, Jesus, give this guy Cheryl's Might. I know, right? I wish. Really do. See, Dave says also doesn't have the Crown of Ages. Gotcha. Interesting. I've probably found 10 or 15 Crown of Ages, to be honest. Honestly, I've probably found... I bet you I've found at least 10 of every single unique item in the game, except I have not found a Tyrell's Might yet. I would bet money on that. Like Mang Songs. I actually found 3 Mang Songs lessons in the same day one time. D-Webs. I might not have found 10 D-Webs. Maybe I've only found like 7 D-Webs. Maybe. Crown of Ages for sure, at least 10, minimum. Just my nerves? No way! Not at all. Not at all. Not possible. It's gotta be what I said. No doubt in my mind. Silksong Borderlands? I've never even heard of Silksong before. Borderlands, I never did. I've seen somebody playing it before. I picked up the controller. There was a part they couldn't get past, and I was like, I play video games all the time. Let me try it. And then I got past that part for him. But I never bought it for myself or whatever. Bodnar, you say you got a jaw today? It sounds like. Congrats on that one. I could go for a jaw right now. A good old jaw. Too good for Dark Souls, says Hamdan. I'm too good for it. I wouldn't go that far. No. It's not my style of game, I guess. Way too sweaty of a game for me. Way too sweaty. I want, like, what I really want to happen is there to be a new, like, Elder Scrolls or Fallout game come out, and not some MMO BS. Like an actual offline single-player Fallout or something. A real game. Jofu says, Horker Barb. You gotta get a Horker, find that Tyrell's Might. Yeah, it's not a bad strat. I did before, so I'm doing Hammerden now. I did Nova. Before that, I did a Berserker Barb, and then I did a Singer Barb, like back to back. So for 2 straight weeks. And of course, that, though, or for a Barb with item find, that was probably the 50th time I've done, you know, not 50th, I guess, but probably the 25th time I've done that. Used a item find Barb. Yeah. Dravin says, nope. No, haven't found a D-Web yet, you say, huh? Guess I just played long enough, pretty much is what happened. I played long enough to find 5 Tyrell's Mights, but just haven't found one. Brad Seeley, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Say I find Tears my 5 minutes from now. Do you throw your chair across the room, flip us off, and say adios? That's what I want to do to you guys, but no, I can't. I'm just joking. No, I don't do that. I probably go, thank goodness I finally found it. Alright, I'm gonna start a playthrough now. We're gonna try a summon druid. In this exact tone. That's exactly the tone of my voice will be as well. Dave says, no crown, other class-specific items, materials, is the only other one left. Found 3 SOJs, 3 Griffins, 100 Shakos, yeah. Harlequin's Crest. Actually, Shaco's the name of the base. The unique item is called Harlequin's Crest. But yeah, that's one of those ones at the beginning of a ladder, you can never get one. Why can't I find a Shako ever? Or I mean Harlequin's Crest. But, and then once you're doing offline single player hunting for the rarest uniques, it's like, yep, found one. This is my weekly Shako. Fine. Weekly Shako, fine. Offline games better than online, says Hamdan. Yes. I mean, that's just like a well-known fact, I feel, right? Doesn't everybody know that? On a Shako and a burr last night. No sense says, congrats. It is still, even though you have them all the time, you know. Shako's always cool to find. I just feel like, you know, it does give you that dopamine hit, even finding a Shako, even your 74th Shako, you know what I mean? Drabin said hates how the newer Diablos are always online. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either, to be honest. Not a big fan. I mean, that's how all games. It's not just Diablo. There's not literally all games. There's some out there, and you don't have to, whatever, you know, blah, blah, blah. But that's kind of the route that all games are going, I should say. I worded that quite right. Oh. First ever Zod solo, Ryan says. Oh. That's not a common thing to find. Congrats. So hangry. First single player Enigma. Feels like you beat the game. Game's just started for you. Making your Enigma, that's when the game starts. It is tough though. It's a good accomplishment. Brad says teasing Andy at 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do about half of it. I gotta go pick my daughter gets out of school at just a little bit before 4 o'clock, so I gotta pick her up. There's a parade. Below the sea. City below the sea. Of course I am. Yep. For sure. Yeah, Hamdan, it will be my first ever, under any circumstance. Well, I take that back. Not under any circumstance. It'll be my first ever Diablo 2 Tyrael's Might. Diablo 2 of any kind. I actually have found Tyrael's Might before, actually, now I think about it. I should show you guys the clip of it, actually. Give me 1 second. I know exactly where it is. Oh, great. Loading, loading. Oh, it doesn't show me actually finding it. I found it! The search is over! Dun, 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 dun. I wasn't even streaming either. I was offline. Typical. Typical. Is Breath of the Dying worth it? I'll tell you this much. I've never made a Breath of the Dying before in my life, so... I guess I would say I don't think it's worth it. But yeah. Let's see. Docrati says he found a Zod rune playing D2R... Oh, on a reimagined mod. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I don't know how the... Pretty much every Diablo 2 mod, they up the drop rates. So, I don't know necessarily about that one, actually, but I don't think I've ever heard of one where they didn't. Where they changed a bunch of stuff. Like, yeah, if you get, like, Pluggy or something, you know, or you get a HD widescreen mod for old D2, you know, but all the ones where they rebalance all the skills and stuff and they do all that kind of... They always up the drop odds. It seems, but maybe they didn't, but I don't know for sure. T-Mite. Right? Actually, that Tyrell's Might was pure insanity, though. On that, like... Oh, I mean, everything on that game is actually just, like... Every season, they add things or change this, and then everything's just busted, right? I haven't played it in a while, I'll be honest. I haven't played it since the expansion, actually, but... That's how it was for the first, like, 5 or 6 seasons, anyways. Every time they put something in every season, there was something that was just absolutely busted. And you're like, why am I even playing this game? Like, I'm just like... Just like spam clicking the button, not even watching the screen, and it's just nuking everything. At least here you have to look once in a while. But of course this is like 3 years into a single player character, so like at that point I guess maybe. But yeah, you could just stand in the middle of the screen, and based upon how I had my skills and however the damage applied to these bolts that would shoot out of the Tyrell's Might, every time you attacked with the certain like right aspects in Diablo 4, every time you attacked, it would shoot out these, I think they were called holy bolts, but they looked like just like white streaks across the screen. So I would just stand in the middle of the screen, just go like this.
I can't carry anymore.
And just stand there spamming the attack button. It didn't even matter what attack you really did. But, yeah. Something with your attack would like apply to the bolts too, though, or whatever. So I was using, what was I? It was a whirlwind barb something, though. I don't remember exactly how I had it planned out, but yeah. Players count. Sorry, all dressed up, Bagel. I get a little behind in the comments there. We're P8 here. Hero's overrated. Just upgraded Duriel shell. Well, I mean, yeah, technically, I'm not talking about finding. Like, I really want to find Tyrell's Might because it's oh good, you know what I mean? But more of just because it's so rare, I want to find it. It's not, oh, the Tyrell's Might on D4 wasn't blue, so it's fake. I mean, you're not wrong, huh? Doc Roddy saying, yeah, the drop rates are higher on Reimagine. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why they do that with all the mods. Like, the drop rates, I don't know if people realize that actually the items being hard to find is what makes the game, which is what makes them fun to find. Like, you can almost think of it as supply and demand. But, yeah, I don't know. Different things for different people, you know, whatever everyone enjoys, I guess. That's kind of my go-to motto. Oh, speaking of what I enjoy, the Summon Druid. Love it. This will go great on my Corpse Explosion Summon Druid, too, am I right? I don't know if I use skillers on that, actually. I don't remember. I'll have to check my own build guide. Good old Summon Druid. I don't know how many Summon Druid skillers I have, actually. Why do I think maybe that's one that I don't have a lot of skillers for? I don't know. Don't know. Small Obsidian, see you there. What's going on? Welcome in. Ever made Last Wish on single player? I did. Yes, I did. I had actually the one I made on single player here was the first ever Last Wish I've ever actually made before. I thought it was going to be better than it was, to be honest. That being said, what character was I using it on? Was I going Grief Last Wish on a Frenzy Barb? Is that what I was doing when I made it? So I was like, I have all these jaw runes. I got to make something out of them, right? Why don't I make a rune word I'd never made before? It rolled really. It rolled pretty bad too. I'll be honest. So got to try it on the Smiter. Yeah, I do know that kind of sorta Smiter, but
I can't carry it.
I don't know. Like, it's gonna be better than a Grief on a Smiter. Also, like, Smite already just crushes everything with the crushing blow and stuff, you know. But, and I mean, it's not really the damage necessarily anyways. I can't remember. Last Wish is life tap, right? I don't remember. Let me go look at mine while I'm just sitting here saying a bunch of things. I don't remember where. I got 2 rune word mules. We'll find her. I don't think it's going to be here. I was wrong. It is actually here. Yeah, life tap. And Might Aura. That's what. Okay, life tap and the Might Aura. Yeah, to get more. Got a bunch of crushing blow. Okay, 70 crushing blow is insane. Actually, I forgot it was that high. Oh, excuse me. Forgot it was that high. Yeah, I should throw this on my sword. I call it. I got a new build I'm making. It's called a Swordcerus. Swordcerus. Doesn't use enchant though. Energy shield. No, I can't think of anything. I was gonna make some up, but welcome in, Marty. Anyone use Windhammer? I mean, someone's got to, right? Inevitably, someone had to have used it. Vodka? No, it's just straight gin. Yeah, straight up gin. Of course, I'm kidding. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a crazy roll. What you mean? I thought it was a super low roll. I didn't really look at it too close this time. I thought something rolled bad on it. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different rune word that I made recently that rolled really bad. Cold Plains. Do I have a good fish map? Could be worse. Maybe I'll just smack Bishop. Perfect crushing. Oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Bardock says, perfect crushing blow roll. 2. Super GG. Gotcha. I wonder what the rune word I'm thinking of that I rolled super bad recently. No, can't think of it. Maybe it was something with a Cham rune that I made. I can't remember what I made, though. Gone to Ethereal Thresher. Oh, yeah, don't do that, Bagel. You'll get 5 sockets, like Marty said there. Yep. Don't soft points synergize with the summon? They do, yeah. So it depends what you're doing. Because like I said, do I use these skillers with my summon druid? I think with my, what I mentioned earlier, half joking but half serious, this Corpse Explosion Summon Druid that I do, a vast majority of your damage comes from the Corpse Explosion you get off of the most beautiful Ogre axe in the game, the Bone Hue. So you don't even need plus skills, and plus I want to stack up Magic Find for, I'm an MFer, right? So yeah. What time is it? 2 o'clock where I'm at. Don't know about where you guys are at, but we don't even need battle orders out here. We won't waste the time. No, it's hammer time. Dun dun dun. Easy. Maybe a Zealer. No, increased attack speed. The gear a little less challenging. Gear a little challenging. Talking about the last wish, maybe. Yeah, in general, Zealer just with no AoE, I'm not really a big fan. I know you can get it out of the fire from a Dragadin or the lightning aura or the fire aura, but not really my thing, I guess. Poor boys. Welcome in. Well, if I found Tyro's Might with this shirt on, I would not be ripping this shirt off, so just to forewarn you. Play a Barb. So I played Barb for 2 weeks straight about 2 weeks ago. 2 straight weeks. Nothing but I did Item Find Zerker, and then I did Singer Barb. 1 week apiece. Smalps, what should I do with this? We'll just forget about it. We'll look at it. Better be good, though. Got the amp damage on it. Oh, Necromancer skills. Let's go. Rip your hair out? I'll think about it. Play Barb. I'm a member. I'll think about it. Singer Barb? What does he sing? Rah, 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 rah. Over and over again. Yeah, unfortunately wasn't any good, Smulps. Unfortunately. Swap gloves on a Zealer if you use Last Wish. Gotcha, yeah. Or on a Smiter too, for that matter, I guess. Don't need Drax or whatnot. It was ethereal, right? But it had... there was nothing else on it. One Necromancer was on it, though. That's good. McMillan or Evans this week? McMillan. So you're talking about McMillan, the like wide receiver currently 3 for Tampa Bay, right? I mean, if I'm McMillan, Tet McMillan. I keep forgetting about Tetero McMillan. McMillan or Evans? You got to decide between those two. Jeez. I mean, I guess I would say Evans, but I mean, that's one of those ones like, how... I can't believe that's what you have to decide between. I guess Evans? Difficult to concentrate and stream while you're also on a treadmill. Well, the treadmill thing, when I'm walking on the treadmill, I don't even really notice. I don't even think about that. You know, you don't even, like, usually most people don't have to think about walking, you know, like left foot, right foot, right foot. Like, left foot up, swing leg forward, bend ankle, put foot down, shift weight forward, pick right leg up, swing right leg forward. You know, like you don't have to think about what you're doing, of course. So it's pretty similar to just playing like normal. The only part that I mean, it's not even a huge deal, I guess, but I don't like having to set it up and then after like an hour unset it up mid-stream and then take it down and roll the thing out of the way, put the desk down. You know, I don't like pausing stream for that long. You know what I mean? But it just is what it is. What you gonna do, huh? Not the hugest deal in the world, I suppose. Right leg up, left foot forward. Got it. Yep. Exactly. Marty said just caught that stream 1 of 2. Yeah, I'm still going to do the printer stream later. I'm just going to stream for like a couple hours here. And then I got to go do all the family biz. And then come back and print. Is next ladder delayed? It's supposed to be this weekend. I have not heard anything like that. I haven't done the math myself of when it should have been, so I would have guessed I would have heard from a lot of people, because there are people that always do the math. I'm just going to guess here, and I don't know that this is true, so it might not be, that you did the math a little bit wrong, and maybe it's supposed to be the weekend after this one, or the weekend after that or something. Because right when it gets around the time... Ooh. So, if you don't need the walk run... Poison isn't an important resistance, you know, but cold fire poison, that is 3 resistances, literally. 25 magic find, 9 to dex. Replenish life on there. So if you're teleporting around all the time, it's a good boot, kind of, sort of. Good boot. Do I miss driving around on the forklift? No, I do not. Do not miss factory work really at all. The only part I miss about it, I guess, is just consistently, you know, like, making money and knowing how much you're gonna make. There's something to be said about, you know, just going to work, you do this, and then you get this, you know what I mean? Marty says, missing walk, run, and hit recovery for a godly boot. Well, the thing is for a sorceress teleporting around, you don't really need walk, run at all. And hit recovery. Just don't get hit. Yes. That easy. Of course, if you're PvP, you want that stuff for sure. But for single player PvP, I don't even need it. I'm that good. Undefeated, never lost. Oh yeah, it's 4 months. Okay, so you had the wrong, was that the same person? I forget, so. Grindy up a minute ago saying Evans, has been okay, but not great so far. Hey. What do they call it? Positive regression. AKA progression. Yeah, everyone's super, and Mecha Igbuka, he's going to score 4 touchdowns every week. No one else is going to get any. I promise you that's not going to keep happening. It'll come back around to the mean. Mike Evans will get his. He's hurt or something? Yeah, he did. Something happened. I thought he practiced in full today. I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but... Man, I'm getting crushed by I watched a podcast today and they're talking about how few injuries there actually has been this season relative to other seasons, and I'm like, okay, well, it must just be all my team then, because one team I have Kittle out, and then now Tucker Kraft is apparently might not play because he got hurt in practice yesterday. It's like, oh my gosh, pick up another tight end, I guess. I had Xavier Worthy get hurt on the 3rd play of the first game that lost me the first week. Jaden Daniels is hurt now. He's out this week. I'm just getting crushed over here. Crushed, my man. Crushed. Oh, he's talking about them boots I found a minute ago. Says the slow running in town would annoy him. Yeah, I could see that, yeah. Just the convenience factor. Not using those boots. I've been there before. I would be lying if I said I never used something that actually, while I was out actually slaying monsters, was worse, but for something quality of life wise it was better, so I just went ahead and used it. Yeah, single player DFC champion. Undefeated, never lost. I'm seeing if I can come across another champ over here, but as usual, why I don't teleport around the whole area, I can never find any champs. Wicked Ball said his guess would be November or February. Those aren't very close together. November and then February is what you probably mean, Wicked, maybe? Poor boy said the quarterback injury is crazy. Yeah, I mean, Burrow. Jaden Daniels is out this week, officially announced. What's his name in Minnesota? The Michigan kid. McCarthy. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe it's just those three. Lord Battle Bow. I was just thinking because you brought up, you're talking about quarterbacks specifically. How bad must Anthony Richardson feel that they brought in Daniel Jones, who literally nobody wanted because he wasn't good enough, and he's tearing it up, and they gave Anthony Richardson like game after game after game, like a couple years in a row, every chance to succeed, and just like. But then Daniel Jones comes in, Danny Dimes. Tears it, just tearing the league up. Setting records for offensive efficiency. Wild. Old Hydra Bow. Poor guy. Stafford's been dealing with stuff for the... Well, Stafford's been dealing with stuff, Chris, for the last, as you know, like 15 years. I think his back issue he's had for like 7 years or something. Like, it's like just before he left Detroit, maybe even. I don't even know. Danny Dimes, but he finally taken his Flintstone vitamins. There you go. He's finally evolved into his, he evolved into his final form. Never forget Al Bundy scored those 4 touchdowns for Polk High. I'll keep that in mind. The guy dropped McCarthy for Daniel Jones. What's the world coming to? I mean, I would do the same thing for sure. I would have personally, I would have never drafted McCarthy, but of course I would have never drafted Daniel Jones either. Just like literally nobody did. But then now, if you needed a quarterback, but I honestly would have picked up Daniel Jones if I needed a quarterback. But on the one league, I got Jaden Daniels and I don't always keep 2 quarterbacks. It depends on the league I'm doing, but I got Jaden Daniels and New England Drake May. And then on the other league, I have Dak and Justin Herbert. And I was like, is Daniel Jones, they're going to be getting, scoring a lot of points with run plays to Taylor, and this and that. And I don't know. Felt I was fine with the quarterbacks I had, so. That's from about an hour ago. Jason's probably just fired up the stream and was behind, but $300 for a new dot matrix, he says. It's actually good information. I'm glad I know that now. Jones reminds me of when Baker went to Tampa. Yeah, it's crazy that how guys can like look real bad and stuff, and then they go to a team that's, actually not terrible. And then all of a sudden they're good. Makes you wonder how good some quarterbacks actually are, or how like other quarterbacks are actually must be insanely good to overcome the bad teams they're on. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, if... Not that Buffalo's a terrible team, but, like, if... He doesn't really have superstar receivers or anything, you know, Josh Allen. Not that Daniel Jones does either, but... Maybe we throw Trevor Lawrence onto Indianapolis. Brown is a death wish for your career. Browns. Oh, going to the Cleveland Browns. Gotcha. Yes, this is a true story. Speaking of franchises you don't want to go to, they're perpetually bad, right? I think the Lions got a chance on Monday Night Football against the Ravens. Seem to have their number lately. I mean, the Ravens just insanity, like, run-wise good. I would not bet money on the Lions winning that game. I want them to. They could. Maybe. But yeah, if I was betting money on the game, I would bet on Baltimore to win. Just not the Lions not being good enough at run stopping. Running quarterbacks are ridiculous to stop. The Lions have never been good against them for like ever since they were ever invented somehow. Randall Cunningham was running all over the Warren Moon was running all over the Lions. Was he even a running quarterback? I don't know. Jeff Garcia, before he came to the Lions, was running all over the Lions. Where's the champ here? Come on. Chris, just straight up calling me out. Yeah, well, that name popped into my head because it was... Well, it's more likely. It is more likely. Maybe we'll check out the area. Irony of the Browns going to the Super Bowl? Well, that's not going to happen. Joe Flacco in the Super Bowl again at 42 or whatever he is? No way. House in the way, forget about it. Georgia, big Joe Flacco fan, huh? There you go. Diggs with Allen was epic back, yeah, for Buffalo back before. Yeah, he had some pretty good years, or was he just there 2 years? Hard to remember. But yeah, some good stuff going on there. Jeff Garcia might be the closest looking quarterback to me. I mean, what are you saying? What are you saying? All his bald guys look the same? Oh my gosh. You're like, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Chris saying Allen was looking mid before Diggs got there. Trying to remember how long ago that was. Jeez, it seems like it was a whole lifetime ago. Yeah, hard for me to remember back that far. Like, in detail of exactly how good people were, like, years before and stuff. Yeah, George says James Cook killed it for him. Yeah, he has been doing real good. I took Trey McBride. It was a keeper league, so it doesn't necessarily make sense exactly 1-to-1 for a normal redraft league. But in the keeper league, I took, based upon who was left over after people kept their keepers, I took Trey McBride over James Cook. Because I wanted the you know, the advantage at the onesie position, you know, tight end, over everybody. But apparently, I could have just not drafted anybody and picked up 4 different tight ends off the waiver wire, and they would have, you know... I could have just grabbed Juwan Johnson off the waiver wire, and I'd have been fine. Yeah, Rock Me Awesome. No music today. For the Paladin here, I'm not gonna have music going. Just a little more chill. Mr. Rare Ring, Toby. No! Oh well, I'll get over it. Whoopsie. George in 5 leagues won all of his matchups. Nice. I only have a couple leagues. Lost in both of them. Real disappointing. But what are you going to do? Yeah, there's not exactly a whole lot. Like, sometimes, it's not always like this, but almost like 90% of the time, just go to your league and then scroll over to look at your points against and look at the record for the league, like, you know, who's at first, second, third, fourth, down or whatever. And the points against is almost a 1-to-1 exactly what people's records are. Like, the people with the least points against are up at the top. The people with the most points scored against them are down at the bottom. And there's rare occasions where, like, the guy in first place has, like, the 3rd most points scored against him or something, but and he has, like, the most points scored in the league, but it's almost never like that. The guy in first has, like, the 6th most points scored, but he has the least points against and stuff like that. That's how it always is. Not poo-pooing on your victories, congratulations, but more so coping. I'm just coping for my losses, really. Snow says he's got to head out back for part 2. All right, peace out. What's going on, Sneer? Welcome in. Electrospot said, great chill stream to watch and de-stress. Yeah, I just decided to kind of switch it up. Not having the tunes blasting like usual. Every few streams or whatever, I'll probably do this. Brian Hoyer, closer looking. I don't remember exactly what he looks like. It's been a while. Toby saying that rare ring I missed. Probably the best one ever. It's in probably a 5-pointer. More than likely it was, yeah. Most likely. You guys are so right. So right. And confirm was the best ring ever. Oh no. Now I feel real bad because I didn't know it was confirmed. Why did my aura go away? Finally doing a full hammered in playthrough. Well, it'll go smooth for you. Hammers do crazy insane damage, so you'll be all perfectly fine. Oh, I'm all tired from Thursday Night Football last night. Also, I had a few makeshift margaritas too, so I ended up not getting to sleep till it was like 12:30 or something. Okay, forget it. That rare ring was probably Tyrion's. I can't promise you it wasn't. Or can I? Come on. From a certain perspective, aren't you trying to get less points scored against you than your opponent each week? Well, yes, but what I was saying is not the fact that you're, like, having less points scored against you than your opponent that week. It's that every week, the person has his opponent score not many points. Like, every week he scores, like, 130, and the guy's in first place. And then every week I score like 160 and I have no wins because every week I play against somebody, their players get lucky and they get like 200 points. And this other person's winning with like 108 because the guy he played against had 87. Like literally, these kind of numbers happen. It's not as drastic yet because it's only the second week. But like if this continues the way it's going, I'm going to have like 500 more points scored against me than everybody else. Toby, thank you for the Slayership. Oh, appreciate ya. Yeah, I did see it that Tyrion's might Winged-Helm. Tyrion's Winged-Helm. Everything's Tyrion's, huh? I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Nightbot, what's going on? He says hit the like button. Yeah, good call, Nightbot. Love that guy. He's always around. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Offline Andy TZ next. Yep. But in about 30 minutes, so I'll be able to do about half of it. A little more than half, maybe, so. Maggot layer with hammers, good luck, Jordan says. No, no, no.
Good to see you.
Get yourself a tele staff and you just teleport through everything. In normal difficulty, you're not high enough level to have hammers yet anyways, so. And by the time you're in Nightmare, you have a tele staff and you just teleport through the whole thing. And I can't believe anybody would actually play through and kill all the monsters in the Maggot layer. Like, gross. Telly. Use all those teleports, they run out, pop a portal, go back to town, repair it. If you die along the way, reset, replenish your charges, and try again. Nightbot's a paid shill. Don't you say that about my boy! Nightbot is a saint. Would you cube up 2 burrs for a jaw for Enigma or save them in the hopes a jaw would drop later? It depends. If you have 3 burrs and no jaw, I might do that. I probably would do that.
It's locked.
But don't just cube together 2 burrs and make a jaw and then be like, all right, now I just need a burr room to make, like, don't do that. Definitely just, I would hold the jaws or hold the burrs and see what happens, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Dukes, this is off solo, this is single player, yep. Offline single player. Cody, find anything good today? Some little stuff, nothing, you know, YouTube thumbnail shock face worthy or anything, but cube up all your L's to the jaw rune. I mean, that's probably what the true legendary god tier goats would do, but Scotty Lion, love from the UK. Keep saying ooh. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in to chat, hanging out. Ever tried faux hammer hybrid? No, I have not. I have not. Doesn't sound like something I would generally want to do, especially since on offline here I can you know, unlimitedly respec anytime I want to. So that would just be like limiting. It would limit your damage on the hammers, and it would limit your damage on the Fists of Heaven, so you wouldn't be the best at either one. So, not really something I would ever want to do. I'm not generally much of a dual specker. No good. Cody says cubing 2 runes is the worst. As soon as you cube together 2 birds, you're gonna find a jaw. Yeah. The thing is definitely don't cube them together until you have at least, like, if you even think about cubing together 2 birds, do not do it until you have at least 3 birds, so you can actually make Enigma, you know. But it can happen. Because my dumb face, I actually did that one time. What was I doing? I was running lower Kuros, and I was like, all right, there we go. I got all the stuff. I can cube all these runes together. It wasn't that drastic as like a... So what I did is I had a Sir, and then I needed another Burr to do something. Probably to make Enigma. So I cubed together a Sir, and then like... there was like a couple of Vexes I cubed together to get an Ohm, and then I cubed that Ohm with another Ohm to get a Low, and I cubed that Low with a Low that I had found to get up to a Sir, and then cubed that Sir up to get a Burr, and then I made Enigma, and then I was like, well, actually, now I kind of... How long would it take me to get a Vex and Ohm and stuff? I kind of want to make Heart of the Oak and Call to Arms and stuff, too. And I went out and ran Lower Kuros, and then I found a Burr rune, like, a few hours later. I was like... And I didn't even make the Enigma yet either, because... Or actually, this was the second time. I was running Enigma after I had Infinity already. Or after I had Enigma to make Infinity. So I just needed 2 Burr runes, is what it was. But then I was running LK, but for the video I was doing like, you know, 2,000 runs or whatever, so I was still running it, and I found the higher rune later, so I could have had an Ohm, a Low, and a Vex still chilling around if I would have just waited, even though I made Infinity, and then I never used it because I was still running LK like an idiot, you know, like... So, a little bit different circumstance, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, don't cube it to the literal second you're going to make it, says Degenerate. Yeah, this is true. The moral of the story is what Degenerate said, for sure. Garbage. Yeah, 3 birds, but crushing doubt and anxiety. I don't know. I think Enigma's worth it. Especially to open up just so much more fun on being able to like do what I'm doing right here. Teleport around with a Hammerdin, Telestomp with a Hammerdin, teleport around with your Summon Necro, your Summon Druid. You know, just every build that's not a sorceress, essentially. It doubles their efficiency, so I think it's worth it. And I will say, like, you know, I had the same thought originally too. Back when I made my first Enigma on LOD, I was like, what if I find a jaw right away? Then I wasted these 2 Burr runes. I ran LK, did the stuff, made the Enigma, and then I was playing all the builds. I made Enigma, I made Infinity, I made all the rune words, and I was still going around like blasting P8 and stuff on LOD. It took me 1.5 years to find my first jaw rune on offline single player. 1.5 years. Legit. That week, I think I found 2 or 3 jaw runes actually. Or no, that month I mean. But it took me 1.5 years. Yes. So if I would have waited and waited and waited, it would have been that long before I would have been able to make Enigma. And that was with me being a YouTuber. Like, I wasn't full-time at the time or anything, but I was, like, doing runs to, like, make drop highlight videos and stuff, you know, so. It says a real Slayer makes their Enigma a sacred armor. Yeah, well. I decide, me alone, who's a Slayer. Ethan said he's got a nice 14% superior Archon to make his Enigma into. Not too shabby. I went with something off the beaten path here. A little behind, but you can see it's a Wormhide. I was like, it's still got low strength, and it's just different. You know, no real huge rhyme or reason, but it's different. It's got just a little bit more strength than a Dusk Shroud. Strength requirement, I mean. Yeah, get out. Bodner said, yeah, Enigma good for every class, yeah. Including the Sorceress, too. It's actually probably best in slot for, like, Blizzard Sorceresses and stuff, with all the strength and the magic find and stuff. Locked said he wants nerf teleport. Unpopular opinion, but he would nerf teleport. No! No. Nope. First, well, I don't, Kazin, I don't really have a good advice for that one, because to be honest, I have 2 Zod runes on single player here, and I've never used them because, you know, I don't know, I'm too afraid to, like, make a Breath of the Dying for some reason, and then I probably should just make the Breath of the Dying here pretty soon. I'm probably going to do it in a War Pike, I think, for, like, massive damage, and you can use it on Act 2 Mercenary if you wanted. You could Whirlwind with it if you wanted to. You could throw it on, you know, your Amazon if you wanted to. You could, you know, do a lot with it, I guess. So that's my guess, but yeah. I have one that's 6-socketed, but Ethereal is non-superior though, so we'll see what I end up doing. A lot of conflicting reports on next Terror Zone. So we got Easy Andy on single player, but I don't know, what's the online one say? I could click right here. Oh, they got a new Terror Zone China. They got on this website. I just noticed. That's funny. Yeah, Barrack Jail is next online. What is the next Terror Zone in China? They got Far Oasis now, and then they got the Bloodmoor Den of Evil after that. If any of y'all are in China. Oh yeah, Chris did say something kind of important up here a minute ago, that if you use a superior base, it like costs $7 trillion to repair. That's why mine's not superior. I intentionally did not make it in superior because I noticed that anytime I made Enigmas in superior bases, it was crazy expensive forever, so I just always don't make them in superior bases anymore. And there's no way I'm going out farming chip gems and stuff to cube that together, or taking the time to pick them up, just so you can get like an extra 12 defense. The boost, yo!
How goes the farming? On an extra day of work too, so I might do some Trav runs again. I am addicted to Trav runs for some reason.
Gross on the Trav runs, but awesome on the 3 months of tier 1 sub. Ooh, appreciate ya. Well, at least you're doing something you enjoy, Caboose. Running Trav. DeGeneres says finding the worthy obsession base harder than the Zod. Very well could be. Very well could be. Base for obsession, Kazin says. So it's got to be Archon, War Staff, Rune Staff. They're the only ones that can be 6 sockets. And the thing is you want to have the skills on it. So, like, 3 to Nova, 3 to Lightning Mastery. Like, you can have 3 to 3 different skills. So you want to, you know, have good stuff that is all 3 and rolls together. I mean, to be honest, if you had, like, 3 to Nova, like, realistically on single player, if you found something that was like 3 to Nova, 2 to Lightning Mastery or something like that, that's like the best you can hope for, you know. Like, I've been picking up and looking at every single white and socketed, you know, Rune Staff and whatnot for years, and I have not found anything really like even close to that. So Dave just found an ethereal 15 ED Ogre Maul. It's gonna be your Breath of the Dying for your Fury Druid. Ooh, that is sick. I might do something like that online, maybe one time. I can't justify doing it on offline single player, but maybe online I'll do it one day.
I am overburdened.
See, Caboose said he found High Lords in low a few weeks back at Prav. Yeah, you definitely can find that stuff. I just don't like it. Oh, speaking of Ogre, I could use some good Ogre gauntlets. Oh, 2 to Jav. No ice. I didn't see this Doc Crotty saying he wasn't a fan when Enigma came out because it made every character the same. Because they move the same way now. I mean, if you took away teleport, that would make every character the same too. Because then every character would run like this, so it would be the same thing. Every character would be the same again, so. Shirtless Fury Druid stream? No! That's on the OnlyFans page. That's not happening here. Duke, this is player's 8th. This is P8 right here. Dave says the Fury Druid's cool, but he can keep his shirt on. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's going on? Snipe, welcome in. What's the most expensive item sold on D2 JSP ever, says George? I have no idea. No idea. Chris saying teleport, the best and the worst skill in the game. I don't think it's... I honestly don't think it's either. I just think it's, you know... It's good, but it's not, like, exciting, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's exactly how it should be. It's super expensive. Like... Realistically, the only way people get it so fast is because they use forum gold online from the season prior and stuff, you know, which is not the way the game's intended, but like, people are going to do what they do. You can't control them. You can only control you, right? That's what people will say, like, ladder's terrible because the prices drop so fast, this and that. And it's like, what do you mean the prices drop? Like, a Burr rune is still worth half as much, as a Ja rune. Like, a Sur rune is worth half as much as a Burr rune. Like, what price is dropping here? But when they say that, they're talking about the JSP prices. Which is... People do whatever they want, but just the complaining about it is the annoying part, I guess. Bots are the real problem. Yeah, I mean, I could do without bots, but also, like I said, if you're not trading with people on JSP and stuff, bots don't affect you in any way. Yeah, Marty, there's always certain seasons where you can get really lucky and find a jaw and a burr in 2 days, but, you know. There are some people that find burrs on the first day of ladder, you know. Doesn't happen every season. Yeah, because the people, what is that, you said inflate the game with JSP items? Yeah, it's just, the JSP prices kind of don't necessarily really matter. Because, yeah, it's the same thing when the price drops. Okay, a burr rune went from 800 to 400, and a Sur rune went from 400 to 200, but the Sur rune's still worth half as much as the burr. Like, nothing's really changed for anybody except for the people on JSP, right? Because really the people are complaining about JSP. They're not actually complaining about the season or anything. They're complaining about JSP when they say that. Yeah, Mom's up a minute ago. We were talking about Enigma. Says Enigma makes every character infinitely more playable. Yeah, pretty much. I was thinking about how much I agree with that or not, whatever.
What can I do for you?
I honestly don't think Enigma's a bad thing. There could be a better implementation for it, but like getting rid of teleport and not having it, and not being able to teleport around on like a Hammerdin, or not being able to teleport around on your, you know, summon druid or whatever. I think that would be worse. And I mean, you still could do it anyways. It would just be more annoying. You'd have to have a Nage's Puzzler in your shared stash, and you'd have to go, you know, you'd have to throw this stuff on, battle order up, put this over here, and you wouldn't be able to use a shield, I guess. You just have to swap those. You'd be teleporting around with your Nage's Puzzler. You'd have to spend time picking stuff up like this and like selling it for gold so you could repair your teleport charges all the time. Like, it would be no different. It would just be more annoying to play the game. In my opinion. Oh! Still no high rune, but Bill apparently can only find the mid runes. But we'll take it. We got them. Ooh. Also, I'll put that back on over here. Because I took my Heart of the Oak off and I was actually casting without using my caster weapon. Whoopsie! Marty says, Spirit, more OP than Enigma. Yeah, Spirit is ridiculously cheap. But it kind of does lend to that as well. And, yeah, kind of, sort of. Cody saying Magic Find, almost everyone Magic finds the little PvP community is like 0.00005%, Cody says. Enigma is perfectly fine. I mean, the game is kind of a challenge, but like at the amount of time it takes the average person to get Enigma, like you should, I mean, if you spend a ton of time to make Enigma on offline single player, like you should like get really, really, really good. Get really powerful, you know, like, why would you not? Seems fine to me. Everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion, though. I'm just joking. That's one of my favorite sayings of all time. Everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion. Took off the Heart of the Oak, instantly got a rune drop. Bodner, you might have something there. Maybe there's a glitch with my Heart of the Oak or something. These over here. I do need to cube those together here in the near future. Got 5 minutes. Easy, Andy. Let's see, what do we got? Let me look here real quick. What's my magic find here again? 316. Yeah. We'll swap to the Sorceress. I was thinking about maybe just doing it with the Paladin here, but... And I know it's not. I just wanted to see where it was at on this map. Just curious. Or how fast. I don't really know, remember offhand how fast a normal hammered in Indaro kill is. A little bit slower than the Fireball Sword. Ooh. A little Viper Magi too, huh? 35? Oh. Little Viper Magi just on a little prep run for the TZ Andy too, huh? It's a cool item. That's another one that's cool to find, you know. When you need one of those on ladder. Beautiful to find. Of course, I don't need a 23 Viper Magi right now. Oh yeah, so I need to take... No, I don't think I need to take anything. C-Bot, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. Oh, what did Dave up here say? I missed it. So, Zork's your least favorite one. Pally and Druid are your favorites. I mean, that's fine. That's not too bad of a comment. I know you're just joking, Chris, but Zork is awesome. Zork is just awesome. Yeah, mine's probably most definitely a Sorceress. Oh, I took the torch over to my other Sorceress when I was using it for Nova. Well, good thing I double-checked earlier. So, yeah, I can rock this for probably about 40 minutes. I think I literally have to hit end stream at, like, 3:40, so then I can go up and get the child. Why is this Malrune here? Supposed to be over here somewhere. From the shul.
Where can I take you?
Where can I take you?
Good day.
All right, one practice run here. Wish I had a little bit. I wish I had one of those perfect maps. I had to reset my maps one time on accident. Somehow I had a map that was just like goated for everything. Like the Andy was literally like the short corner turn and then another short corner turn. The Mephisto one was a short corner turn like that too, where it was like the waypoint and then the way down. The my Thresh Shocket map was like right there. You know, it was like boom. I don't remember how good this one is. I think I did get a pretty good. I got an okay one. But it was like the waypoint's like right here and you're like, boop. Thresh Shocket's done. Don't really need to run. Okay, teleport. Don't really need to run Thresh Shocket on this player's count anyways, but this character is only set up for TZ, Andy, and Meph, so. George said, big fan of the traps in, huh? And Duke down here, Wind Druid. Wind Druid is actually more powerful than I had originally thought. Dual Leech right there. Nothing worse than losing your killer map, yeah. That was when my character file got corrupted and I had been backing up my files, but I don't know what happened. I literally pop in my USB that I've been backing my files up on, and I was like, okay, good thing I got these backed up, because I was trying to get the thing where it reads your character files, and then there's a button right here on Twitch or a link in the description. You can click on it, and then you can go. It'll take you to a website where it reads my computer, and you can scroll over and look at all the gear I have and stuff. I was trying to get that to work on my old characters, and it wouldn't work or whatever, and it corrupted my Sorceress. I I pop in the USB drive and it says the folder on there, backup character files. I double click on it. It's just empty. I'm like, where'd the files go? I'd been backing this thing up. Like, where are they? I have no idea what happened. Like, I just literally have no idea what happened to it. So I had to go through, I had to go back through all my old live streams. And I had to look at myself scrolling over my shared stash and stuff, looking for gear. And then, like, looking at the gear I had on the last stream that I streamed to see what gear was on my character and stuff. And I hero edited in all the pieces that got deleted when my character file got corrupted. So. I was in the hero editor and deleted the files. No, because these files were on a USB drive sitting off to the side. Like, I just have no idea what happened. There's none. Eltom Hobie. Oh boy. What's going on? Says hello from the Czech Republic. Welcome in. What time do I have to leave here today? 3:30, 3:40. The normal time pretty much. Yeah, degenerate. Hopefully we get the Tyro's Might here, huh? Toby said he doesn't like trying to aim the wind from the Wind Druid. The Wind Druid, to me, it's exactly like a Hammerdin, you know? Like, you don't aim the Hammerdins, you telestomp them. And then, ooh, double Grand Charm? Is it a Sunday and a Geeds, or two... Oh, it is a Sunday and a Geeds. Let's go. Perfect. Less than perfect, huh? Less than perfect. We do have a gold wrap here, too, which is not usually noteworthy, but hey, along with a Sunday, a Geeds, and a gold wrap, it's a little interesting. And battle boots. Real bad. Poison killing me over here. Anything else? No. I have no life. Use that. Degenerate. Don't talk about that, please. Malbreg's armor. We don't need that kind of negativity around here. Wait, where did the... Oh, I had the wrong weapon. Oh, boy. I was like, why is he dying so slow, and why am I dying so fast? Oh, I have my call to arms out. How could a random folder just get empty like that? I have no idea what could possibly happen. The closest thing to a guess I have is that, and I don't think I would have done this, but I must have hit like copy paste, and it would be like, do you want to replace the files in the folder? And I clicked yes, and then like unplugged the USB drive too fast. So it was like in the process of deleting the files and replacing them with the other ones. And it like deleted the files but didn't copy the other ones down yet or something. I don't know if that's even how it works, but like, I have no idea. But yeah. Bad luck on those Geeds. Well, I find so many. I have so many. I don't even transfer Geeds. I have so many like 40 MF Geeds. I just have one on every character. So over enough years, you find enough of it. It's no big deal. Oculus super good, says Chris. Yeah, I love Oculus. Loves it. Love, love, love. Jordan, man, a lot of negativity in chat. Find that green sacred armor. How about that Malbreg's armor? You guys. What's going on, Tubby? Welcome in. Got to snap ID it if you ID one. Takes too long and the blue decays off and it turns into a green armor. Is that scientific or is that just like an anecdotal experience? Is that a conspiracy theory? Let's see. I think that's a conspiracy theory. Some UFC chat going down over on Twitch here. I'm not too much of a UFC fan myself. I don't dislike it, but I don't go out of my way to watch it. You know, if someone's having a UFC party, like, I like the party. I'll go to that. But I don't really care too much about it. Shoot, please. Ring mail. No good. Cody said he found 3 green sacred armors this week. Decided he needed a break. Yeah, I probably find... I don't always find 3 in a week, but there's definitely been some weeks I found 3 of them. Another Grand Charm. Sunday's popping off everywhere. Of course, it's bad, though. Dave says, go blue. Oh. Michigan man over here, huh? Chris says UFC's fun as long as they don't wrestle the entire time. I went to one UFC party where all 3 fights, none of them made it more than like 30 seconds. They were all first 30 second of the match knockouts. And it's like, yeah, we just paid for, we just paid $70 or $100, whatever it is, for literally 45 seconds. Lance. George is betting on UFC, huh? Interesting. Okay. I get you. Know what's going on, I see. May get some money. Marty says 3 Immortal King armors or Templars. He said green. Oh, wait. Oh. He said green armors. I was thinking green like words. I was not thinking correctly there. Don't worry about it, alright? Good old Flame Bellow. If you ever need to do that Inferno Barb, you know what I'm saying? 35 attack rating with Magic Find. Interesting. 40 to life and a Stone of Jordan! Oh. I was thinking, I was talking about Immortal Kings too when he said green. I thought that's what he was. Or did he? I don't remember what she said. But either way, we're talking about Immortal Kings, but I understand the confusion what we did there. Dave said, born in Pontiac, grew up in Auburn Hills. Okay, all right. I see ya. Cody says he has just an Immortal King's Mule. Yeah, you just need to toss those on the ground. I mean, offline single player, there's not a lot of instances where you'll need more than 1 Immortal King's armor. Not many. Eltom Cowboy says, used to watch my videos all the time, but the first time hopping into a stream. Welcome in. Glad you could join us. God and Batman says the same thing, actually. First time hopping into a stream. Well, welcome in as well.
I can't carry anymore.
It is kind of, I don't know about crazy is not the right word. Interesting. I've been getting a lot of new people hopping in. Hey, it's the first time seeing you live. Jeez, it's crazy. Because you think of like D2 dying down or whatever. And I've been getting a lot of newer people just hopping in saying, yeah, hey, first time catching your stream. You're like, just started playing again. Interesting. Daniel says, makes 3 of us. Another new to the stream. We'll welcome in, y'all. George Grindy saying, Sweet Phil here where the best drops happen off stream. Come on. Get out of town. Whoa. Just wrecked. Poor Gulzar. Can we get a good rare? Dex, strength, attack rating. I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't use anything like that on single player. million rare things just to waste my time to identify, and they're never good. Best D2R channel around, says Dave. Appreciate you. Let me get my boy back.
Hello.
Toby Des Fathom, he says, one of the items that couldn't find for years. Yeah, congrats. Definitely a rare one. For sure. Rare, and it at least has uses on, you know, those cold sork builds, so. Girdle. Different playstyles, but love hearing my opinions. Always makes high quality videos. Appreciate you. I try to. Most of the time. When's season ending? October, right? I have no idea. I kind of just wait for everyone else to tell me, to be honest. That's kind of what I do. Chris said Fathom was his first TC-87. Always remember your first, right? Mine was Astrians, actually. From the Mausoleum with the Fireball Sorceress. Ryan, he got his Death Fathom in the TZ pits. I believe it. It's a good spot for sure. Why do I play single player? So I play the new seasons when they come out, but only for like probably about a month, maybe. And then I go back to single player. Just a lot of, you know, just all the stuff with single player that makes farming. And if you're somebody who likes to farm in Magic Find, single player is like better. If you're someone who likes that social aspect, I guess, and having full parties and trading and stuff, online's better. So, but just if you strictly like farming and magic finding, like being able to set the players count without having to get a hold of people and get them in your game, being able to have the same map. You know, the map stays the same as long as you don't switch difficulties, as you can see. There's just a bunch of little things like that, like a ton of different things. Just dropped Mavina's Diadem, Mantis says. Yeah, that's another unfortunate one that you do not want to see come out as a set piece. No, Marty, I've never seen those letters combined that way. I seen you say something earlier, but I didn't really know what you were getting at, so I usually don't repeat or say things I have no idea what they mean. It's like, what did this person type into chat? Is this somebody's name? Their first name is Icy? Their first name's Icy, and their last name is Wieners? Icy Wieners? Oh, they got me. You know, like that's obviously a joke, but people could type way worse things in the chat, and I don't know what they mean. It's like some super offensive, like, stuff from some other language or something, and I can't read it because, you know, so if I don't understand it, I just don't read it. Are Gore Riders TC-87? No, they're like, I don't know what they are. They're not huge. They're like, I don't know what they are. 70 something probably, I would guess. Paparino says he got the set and unique diadem at the same time off the same Andy drop. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the stuff that can happen from Andy, I guess. Easy Andy, anyways. Drag Your Halo, another one hopping in here saying, finally caught you live. Been watching your videos for almost non-stop since D2 came out. Hey, thanks for hopping in. Hey, this is your first time hopping in. Don't make it the last, all y'all. We got many new people in here. First time stream catchers. There's always a first, but there never has to be a last. Hopefully we'll catch you around. Ooh, man. Good time. Catch me here when I'm about to get ripped. Too many of these dogs, dude. They're too crazy. Oh, I didn't go get my merc. That's exactly what's going... Oh, wait. My mercenary doesn't have any gear on. That's why he keeps dying. I forgot. I forgot everything but my mercenary gear stays here because I obviously don't have a bunch of infinities laying around. Gosh. New people bring new drops, right?
The sisterhood welcomes you.
Oh no, he does. I didn't transfer it over. Never mind. He just sucks. Never mind. George says this is his first time in. Congratulate George. Welcome in for your first time. A mod on day one. Impressive. Impressive. Phil knows about Halo. I did play Halo a little bit. Death combo. No way. Super bouncing. No way. Yeah, Chris says this because we went to the same high school. I definitely played some Halo with Chris. Good old Cerberus Bite. We won't worry about that now. I don't feel like wasting my time. Nothing good dropping here. What's going on here? Merc skill issue? I know, right? Double kill. Triple kill. Kill-tacular. Running riot. Yeah, I don't know if he really wants me to tell you this, but yeah, he's like that's like the real Chris Pratt. Yeah. He went to my high school. We're buds. Movies and stuff, that's him, yeah. I'm joking. But his name really is Chris Pratt, though. Coincidence. Jay's up here a minute ago saying, got a burr from a corpse. It can happen. It can happen. To be honest, I hit so much stuff in LK like that that I eventually just gave up. I don't even hit the pop-bull stuff anymore. I just so never get lucky like that, but I've heard stories. I've heard stories. Mantis said, I gotcha. Got you good. Roasted. Halo 3 on Xboxes, Dave. Yeah, for me, the Halo 3 was good, but Halo 2 was like the GOAT from what I remember. Ooh, Facet. 5-5. Oh, let's go. 5-5 Lightning. I don't have nearly enough of these. The true story. Very true. GG. We'll take it. Oh. Play League of Legends with me? No, I don't. I've never played that. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of game that is. I don't know if that's like a real-time strategy or if it's a first-person shooter. Like, I have no idea, to be honest. I've heard of it, but Ethereal. Oh, check that off the Ethereal Grail. It's a new age Dota. I don't know what that is either. I don't know what it means. I'm not a real gamer. I'm a fake gamer, guys, okay? Spoiler alert for the video question from baseball. Executioner's Justice. Ooh, sick name right there. Is this true? Did I play football, basketball, and baseball in high school? What? Oh. Back up again? Everyone said they refreshed and the stream fixed. Alright, yeah, appreciate you guys hitting that in there. I don't know what... I don't know. I had that one stream issue that other day, and I haven't had an issue for like 5 or 6 straight streams, and now we're having an issue today, apparently. All of a sudden, after 2 hours. Oh no. Lost like 3 minutes there. I can't believe this. Well, usually if it was 3 minutes, yeah, it was only if it's down for more than like 15 seconds, the YouTube stream will just close, and I won't be able to I can't restart it or anything. So we missed a spoiler. You know what? I only give the spoiler one time. I can't give it again. So. No, I was just saying the question of the day for the last drop highlight video I did. Did I play all of football, basketball, and baseball in high school? Is this fact true or false for Phil's fact of the day? Felt like forever, says George. Nice. Yeah, I found Tyro's Might while you guys were gone. Hey. Yeah, if the stream does go down right now, I'm not coming back. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, I gotta get off in like 10 minutes anyways. Oh no. Oh yeah. So here's somebody asked like when's the printing start over. So anyone who's in here now anyways, as well. So I'm gonna go pick my kid up from school, dinner, do a few other things, this and that. So the Printer Friday streams are always from 6 to 9. So yeah. Graduating class size. I feel I can give that to people. They wouldn't be fully doxing me. You can kind of triangulate. There was 73 people in my graduating class. No good. 73. Well done steaks for dinner. What do you think? I'm rich? Who's got enough money for well done steaks? Eastern time. 6 to 9 Eastern time. That's after dinner. Like right after dinner, and then I get off stream at 9 when we go put the kid to bed. Well, my wife's usually got that under control, but just, you know, I say goodnight to her or whatever. But that's when I end the stream, so. Appreciate you, Biff. 5-minute warning until I find Tyro's Might! Hazen, Windforce, congrats on that. Hit for on P7 for high runes. You can definitely find them there, yeah. I've definitely found burrs and ohms and vexes, and my first Zod I found in the pits. So yeah. Cody said I got him wanting to have well done steaks tonight. Enjoy, yeah. Well done steaks are great. See, I prefer it. What I usually do is well done, but then I usually like drizzle on the steak also, like a tomato sauce reduction, you know? Like a tomatoey reduction. There's a company that makes a really good one. I think it's called Heinz. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's really good on well done steaks. The ketchup one there was the icing on the cake. I feel like I did a good job with that. I did a good job with that one. Everyone wants me to leave now. They're like, bro, just leave. We can't handle this. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta make the well done steak sound gourmet, exactly. You ever get your steak blackened? Like, you know, like blackened salmon? I do blackened steak, but it's not from like the seasoning, it's just when how you cook it. It ends up blackened, you know, when it's so well done. Yeah, see exactly what George said there. Extra well done. You eat it with your hands? I mean, that's a bit savage even for me. Come on, like... Everyone knows you get it on a stick. Like a popsicle. Just says, you ever just go up to a cow in a field and take a bite? I mean, you might as well with these people ordering their rare steaks. Oh, God. All bloody and... Nothing gets the chat interaction up by saying that a rare steak is bloody. I'll tell you what. Nothing gets it going more. Give cheese stacks a well done steak. As a channel badge, yeah. It's just like a gray like patch or whatever, like for his badge. And he's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's a picture of the inside of the steak I'm gonna give you. What's going on here? Must have my carver up in my grill that I didn't see standing there. Man, come on. Even Cheesy Andy is busted and I still can't find Tyrell's Might. I mean, with the exception of that facet, I really haven't found anything either. I got like 7 trillion magic find, blasting Cheesy Andy, and can never get anything. It's unbelievable. Not that I never get anything, but... I think the game's broken. I'm really starting to believe it, to be honest. Yeah, your mom says he's a medium kind of guy. Same here. Rare is just not, it's just not it. It's just not it. Oh! Hit the right button, Phil. You can do it. Yeah, we'll check him in a minute. Where are we at here? Squeaky Cheek said he's a big fan of, he eats his meat rare, but usually just chicken, huh? Yeah, chicken, like, I'm more of like a medium rare kind of chicken guy, so... I mean, rare chicken, a bit much for me. It's got to be at least medium rare, or I just can't do it. Time to generate a new